Hey Aquariuses, welcome back to my channel. This is Faith, of course, okay? And we're going to do your reading for the month of August 2020. So this can be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, okay? Or for those of you that's dating an Aquarius and you are or dealing with an Aquarius, whatever it is, and you're looking in on this reading, welcome. Okay? But yes, so we're going to look at the energy revolving around you, love, health, and also career. Okay, so if you want to read your weekly horoscope or to book a reading, click the description box below, or you can go to my website, divinefaithtarot.com. So we're going to see what's up for you for the month of August. Okay. I ain't gonna lie, some of you may be kind of emotional during this month. Who knows if it could be good emotions or it may possibly be bad emotions, because I do see this river. Maybe some of you are going on some type of trip that involves the river, that involves the water. So it makes me think of like canoeing, could be boating, could even possibly maybe be going to the beach or something of that nature. But I definitely did see like a pool, like a puddle of water, and it's like flowing. So I feel like that represents like your emotions, okay? This really could be that some of you, maybe your emotions are starting to flow again whenever it comes to a relationship. However, you're still trying to work on getting balance when it comes to that. Or even if it's not emotions flowing pertaining to a relationship, it could be emotions pertaining to anything. And this could be the energy, like I said, of trying to find balance in those emotions, okay? I do get this other energy here as well. Some of you guys, these emotions are coming from a place where someone during this month of August could be telling you that you can't do something and that bothers you. It's almost like it takes you back to a time period whenever you were a child and people were maybe not believing in you. You want to do this and people were shooting it down like, oh no, you can't do this. So I would say for you in the month of August, for some of you, it may be a triggering type of month. Not necessarily in a bad sense, but I feel like it's more in the sense of, there's things that you want to do, but some of you may possibly be too consumed with trying to take someone's opinion into account too much. Could be people around you, could be a sibling, could be a mother, okay? Speaking of mother, Queen of Pentacles, maybe some of you guys have a earth sign mother, okay? Or either way, some of you guys are in a bit of a pickle whenever it comes to a relationship with a mom. So that could also be where the emotions are coming from. I see some of you Aquarius may possibly be trying to put some type of burden on your back to kind of like take care of someone. I specifically get a mom. So maybe some of you Aquarius are trying to work towards like a better future so that you can take care of your parents. And that's admirable. But at the same time, you're putting too much pressure on your back. And yeah. Something for you to think about, okay? Or it could simply just be you just want to make somebody proud. Even still, you still could be putting too much pressure on your back because now at this point, you're not really working for your future, for your benefit. You're working in a sense for somebody else to say, oh yeah, good job. I'm so proud of you, So that's why I say I feel like this may be a month where there's triggers coming up from like from childhood, okay? Or some of you, this may even possibly involve your kids. Maybe some of you are kind of like doing this to your kids where there's a sense where maybe a child is looking for a parent to be more open to them trying things that they want to try, or maybe a child is looking for a parent to be more emotionally connected and possibly understanding. Maybe somebody doesn't realize they're doing it. Let's see. Some of you actually may be trying to reconcile with a water sign person from your past. I get heavy Pisces, but it doesn't have to be. But speaking of Pisces energy, this also could be an energy here where some of you may be in a connection where it seems maybe the illusions are just too great. It could be one of those things here where someone may be stuck in that illusion of always wanting to have a good time, but you ignore the realistic part of the relationship. Like there's going to be communication breakdowns, there's going to be tears at times. So it could be one of those things, or maybe this is what some of you guys are wanting. Maybe some of you guys are looking for a connection where it's always maybe happiness and joy and things of that nature. Okay, so it's almost like whenever things happen, that happens in relationships. I'm not talking about like cheating or something like that. I'm talking about, just like I said, simple stuff, communication, things like that. Someone doesn't necessarily know how to deal with it, or some of you are dealing with someone like this, so it makes it difficult. But anyway, okay. So, okay, this is you, love, energy around you, energy around love, energy around health, also energy around career. And at the bottom, we have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, teamwork. Okay, teamwork makes the dream work. But this also could just denote patience. Some of you, I really feel like this relates, for me, this relates to the patience that you need to have with yourself. Okay, some of you, like I said, it could be going back to the place of some of you guys like trying to reach this goal because you really just want someone to say, someone in particular that means a lot to you. You really want this person to say, I'm proud of you. And it's like you're not getting that. Okay. But again, some of you, this may go all the way back in the gap. Okay. But on this other end, I feel like this is you, like I said, need to be more patient with yourself, especially if some of you guys are working on some type of project. But I also am getting this energy that some of you may have some type of idea that you want to implement. We have Saturnian. So it may be an idea that could help the world in a way. And without a doubt, this could definitely be something that's going to take some time for it to come to fruition. But it's almost like I do feel some of you have gotten maybe into a period where you just have to have somebody sign off on this, on your ideas, to say, oh yeah, that's good, you should go after that, instead of you just believing in yourself, like, you know what, that's a good idea, that's going to work, I'm going to work hard at it. Okay, it's almost like too many second opinions for some of you guys. Even if this isn't pertaining to career, this could be pertaining to love. Way too many second opinions. Okay, so it's almost just like you want to do something and just like, well, wait a minute, let me ask this person over here. Or this second opinion, like I said, could just be coming from someone that's important to you. Could be a partner, it could be a parent, it could be a sibling, someone in particular that maybe you always go to, or you always look for this person to sign off on these things that you want to do. Because maybe for you, that makes you feel like, okay, maybe I am on the right path. But no. So that's why I'm not saying you're not, but you get the point. Okay. So that's why I get the energy here of you having to learn how to be a little bit more patient, but also understanding of yourself. Okay. Because maybe some of you guys are actually getting to this point where you're having a better understanding of yourself due to you maybe having to walk away from some type of abusive or dramatic type of romantic situation. So this really could be a sense of rebuilding self. Okay. But also I do get this energy here as well, where some of you may really still be trying to find yourself in the midst of a relationship. Okay. So whenever you get to that point where you have found yourself, whenever it comes to a relationship, then are you still going to want to be in that relationship? Or maybe some of you have gotten to this point where you've grown within yourself, within a connection, or grown within yourself, within a company. And now you maybe, in a sense, you're kind of like at this point where you're like, can I see myself continuing to be in this space? A part of you doesn't know, but either way. Okay. So like I said, for those of you that maybe have some type of project or idea on your mind, it does, from the cards, does look like it is a good idea, but really it's going to take a lot of perseverance and determination to see it through. And I don't know if maybe that's what some of you have been struggling with, seeing things through, even if it pertains to a relationship, learning how to see it through. And it goes back to what I was talking about. You get stuck. So maybe somebody gets stuck in this illusion of what a relationship should be like. And then when it's not that, someone doesn't know how to make it work still. Okay. But even if we're talking about threes, of course, like I said, that goes back to the planet Venus. Some of you definitely, without a doubt, have unconditional love for someone. But on the other end, especially with this King of Pentacles behind that Three of Pentacles, I do feel like that some of you may be turning to work and deep diving into work and projects and businesses and things of that nature because you haven't necessarily found someone to give you that unconditional love that you know you deserve. So for you, it may be a situation where maybe you get too engulfed into just the busyness of work because you may possibly feel like, well, my career, at least I have my career, at least my career is going to keep me warm at night and things of that nature. But yeah, let me clarify this Three of Pentacles. Some of you may have like a lot of love for an earth sign person, but it seems like somebody is quite slow. okay? Or this could represent some of you in a sense maybe panicking a little bit because somebody is moving at their own pace and you really don't understand why it's taking them so long to maybe move to the next step. Or this may be a situation where some of you, it's like some of you may possibly be waiting on communication back from someone. Like maybe you sent a text message to tell somebody how you feel, or you sent a text message to see if you and this person can work things out and come to a compromise. And it's almost like you're still waiting. Maybe this person is wanting to rebuild from the bottom, or maybe you're wanting to rebuild from the bottom, and somebody is without a doubt running out of patience. It could be you, it may be this other person. If it is the other person running out of patience, this person may not necessarily be understanding what you had to endure. So if it was very emotionally trying for you, this person may be lacking understanding that, like, hey, it's going to take me time to put these things behind me because, like, look what happened, look what transpired in that connection, So this could definitely represent some of you may possibly be dealing with someone who lacks maybe empathy or possibly even sympathy for certain things that they do. It also could be one of those things here as well where maybe they're like that because to them what they did may not necessarily be a big thing, but to you it could be a very big thing. So you see how we have the clashing there in a way. Okay, let me clarify Three of Pentacles. I don't know why I'm getting something about a building or a community. Maybe some of you are wanting to build a house, or you will be building a house like in the next 3 years. Or this could represent some of you are wanting to build a community. You may not, maybe some of you guys are in this energy here where maybe you felt like you never really had a family that made you belong. So maybe at this point in your life, you're trying to build like your own soul tribe, Because really, I just get the word. I get the word acceptance. Who are you wanting to be accepted by? I don't know. Maybe you want to be accepted by the world. That could be it, especially with that star. Okay, but anyway, yep. There's the coldness, and what I say, the King of Swords doesn't. Look. If you're looking for somebody in the tarot to be sympathetic or empathetic, you may need to find someone else because the King of Swords, he has issues with this because the coldness, but also he could definitely be a product of his environment. Like he could come from a military background. He could come from a stern background, very sheltered and things of that nature. So it could be one of those things where sometimes he has the attitude where it's kind of like my way or the highway. Some of you could be dealing with someone like that. I ain't gonna lie, this person may definitely be an asshole. Doesn't matter if it's a guy or a girl, okay? But I do see some of you definitely trying to be patient with this person, okay? But also I see this energy. Maybe some of you actually may be questioning someone's motives or questioning if someone's being honest. From what I'm getting here, it does seem like that this person is being honest for the most part, okay? Of course, everybody's situation is different, okay? So if the honesty is about them wanting to date or them liking you as more than a friend, then yeah, okay. But like I said, everybody's situation is going to be different. But also, of course, Saturnian energy here as well. Some of you could be patiently waiting on a Gemini person to give you an answer, patiently waiting on a Gemini person to be more cooperative whenever it comes to a relationship. Some of you have definitely gone cold on someone. You may have even gone so cold to a point where you've put this person in the friend zone until you feel like that they've gotten their shit together where you guys can try again, and yet we're still in the same spot. But you're hoping. So maybe some of you are putting on this poker face and trying to remain cold and be a certain type of way to someone to try to prove a point, and they're not biting. Okay. But also whenever it pertains to your career, some of you have really already found the company that is good for you. Like maybe it's a good work environment, give or take a few managers probably, but for the most part, it seems pretty okay. All right. So yeah, I don't know if maybe some of you guys are thinking about changing jobs, but you won't be doing it in August. You actually probably won't even be doing it for like another 3 years, could be more than that. So you might as well go ahead and get comfortable. Okay. 5 of Wands. Okay. I was just talking about difficulty to communicate. So this could be, there may definitely be personalities clashing. Some of you, maybe this is happening whenever it pertains to your connection. Maybe it's just like, maybe it's one of those things where feeling like you guys are just too much alike, okay? But it seems like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but it seems like someone is not stepping up and being the bigger person in a sense, okay? But another thing here as well, this can represent energy revolving around interviews. Like I said, for those of you that are already in a job and you want to change a job, I don't necessarily feel like it's going to happen. Those of you that don't have a job, there will be interviews, communication, phone calls, emails, maybe even, I think are they doing interviews like over like Skype or Zoom or something like that? So there could be definitely things like this coming to you during this month of August. I'm getting like the 5th, the 7th, the 9th, the 11th, 13th, and the 18th, okay? Whenever it pertains to information coming into you revolving around interviews or things of that nature, okay? I also see this energy here. Maybe some of you guys during this month are trying to lose weight, okay? Because this could be you maybe getting back into like, I don't know if maybe you played a sport or maybe you're trying a sport, but also I can see this card as like hobbies because we have the 5th house, okay? I ain't gonna lie, some of you are definitely like pushing yourselves in a way to like put yourself out there because again, it goes back to me saying I have this energy here of feeling like you want to be accepted by the world. Okay, you just want the world to like notice you in a way. You want the world to notice your talent. You want the world to see how great of a person you are. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that. But some of you guys, it's like you may be losing a part of yourself in the process trying to get here. Okay, because this makes me think of like fighting to the top in some type of a manner. Okay, but another thing here as well, we also have the energy revolving around children. Some of you may be in a blended family situation and you guys just are butting heads whenever it comes to how to raise children, your children. Like I said, especially if you're coming in, you're combining two families together. So there could definitely be issues revolving around here. Or even if this isn't about like, issues about like parenting together, this really could be issues you're getting from the outside. Maybe someone's parents trying to butt in and say, oh, you need to do it this way, you need to do it that way, whenever it comes to raising kids. And I feel like a lot of you during this month may definitely be quite offended by a lot of things. Okay, so it's like you just want to defend yourself or you want to be combative in a way whenever it pertains to people trying to tell you what to do. Okay, which I understand that. Okay, especially if someone's trying to tell you how to be a parent. That's like, oh, fuck no. Okay, do you want to die? Okay, so it may be one of those things here. Okay, but on the flip end, this really could just be communication. Okay, just conversation. All right, so I'm just preparing you. You may spend time during this month of August having to repeat yourself. And that could also be where the irritation comes from as well, because you could possibly feel like, what, I just said that 5 minutes ago. Why do I have to repeat myself again? So be prepared to repeat yourself. Okay. Also be prepared for people taking things that you say, twisting them around and making it to be what they want it to be. Typical, but yeah, that makes sense. What is this? Mercury. And then we have the 5th house, which is the house of Leo. Maybe some of you guys are dealing with a Leo. Some of you may still be fighting it out with the Leo. Could be divorce or something, or maybe it's a business partner that you're having issues with, and it's still going on. It's like an ongoing battle that some of you guys are dealing with. Okay, but back to what I was saying, how it being the 5th house of Leo. Okay, the ego, the sun. So yeah. Be careful of someone trying to go down an ego trip with you during this month. And it may be an ego trip in the sense of someone trying to play hard, like, oh, I don't care if you're not my friend. Oh, I really don't care if we're not together. I'm not really tripping. It's one of those things. Okay. Some of you Aquariuses, without a doubt, that are single, I'm not really seeing this energy of you really being that interested in a relationship during this month of August. Yeah, you're going to talk to people for entertainment, but I'm not really getting that you're going to talk to people to make it be anything serious, because it goes back to me talking about growing within yourself. So, hey. What I say? That damn sun, like a thief in the night. Someone, I don't know if I said this in you guys' video last time. Someone would rather protect their ego. Someone would rather their ego stick out like a sore thumb instead of just being like, you know what? I apologize. Okay, that's crazy. It doesn't matter if it's your partner or it could be family. Okay, I don't know. I don't know why I'm getting the word secondhand embarrassment. I don't even know what the hell that is. But maybe some of you guys, I don't know if you felt embarrassed by a situation, or maybe a Leo or a other fire sign person is trying to embarrass you in some type of a way. But or this happened in the past and you're still waiting on this person to apologize. Like I said, it could be it may possibly be a parent, father or a mother, that maybe did not go about things the best way they should have whenever you were growing up. And maybe a lot of times you felt like you wanted to hide away. You felt embarrassed because of their parenting style and the way they wanted to do things. And yet you're still waiting on this person to step forward and say, you know what, I was wrong for that. Even if you're explaining it to them, it seems like they're just not getting it. So that could also be where the fights, the arguments, or the irritation is coming from as well. Okay. But also some of you will be communicating back with the fire sign. And even if this is in relationship form, someone still is not trying to apologize. Like, it's terrible. What did I say about the King of Swords? An ass. Okay. And we have the Ten of Wands. And this also goes back to me talking about blended family situations, coming in with baggage. Everybody's going to have baggage. It doesn't matter if you just coming in with by yourself. You're coming in with something that someone has to become more adjusted to. Everybody's got it. Okay, it doesn't matter. You can try to be squeaky clean. You ain't going to be squeaky clean. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it just seems like someone would rather fight, someone would rather argue instead of trying to figure out how can we work together as a team to get down to the bottom of this. Okay. Love, I already pretty much talked about love. Okay. Again, someone is moving at their own pace. Some of you are in a connection where someone seems to be quite consumed with their career. Maybe someone is building a business. Some of you, Aquarius, is actually may be building a business, and maybe you have been building a business for the last 3 years, and someone may not necessarily be being understanding of that. I already talked about lacking empathy or sympathy. But on the flip end, maybe some of you Aquariuses have someone that does understand that. Okay, so that's good for you if that's the case. But I do see this energy here, some type of offer. But in a way, even though this is that an owl? Looks like an owl. I don't know. Even though this owl has its claws out, I don't know if that's what you call them. He may change his mind because he may get closer and may be like, oh, maybe I don't want to do this. So some of you may possibly be dealing in a situation where you've been waiting on someone and someone may possibly be changing their mind. And that could only be because someone would rather be consumed with their work, with their career, as opposed to trying to move forward in a relationship. It could just be for this month, because I ain't gonna lie, some of you are dealing with someone and they feel like in a way a relationship is a distraction. So maybe they're the ones where they feel like that work is that one that always keeps them warm at night, in a sense. So it's almost like I see some of you, definitely you're looking for someone to make room for you in their life. Doesn't matter if it's love, family, friend, whatever. You just want someone to make you, number one, feel important, number two, make room. Okay. Some of you Aquariuses, maybe somebody comes from a big family, and a big family means a lot of people want attention. So it may be one of those things here where I don't know if maybe someone is feeling ignored. Okay. Or again, I ain't gonna lie, some of you guys may possibly have someone, whenever it pertains to family, it's almost like someone starts to feel away whenever someone is giving way too much attention to a child. I don't know if this is you doing that to them or vice versa. Okay. Yeah, selfish energy I get with that one. Two of Swords. What I say, you're still waiting on that answer. You're still waiting on this person to make room for you in their future, but yet they still don't know. It's almost like someone's sitting on a decision. Some of you guys, someone is literally sitting on a text message, or someone is definitely sitting on some type of conversation that you've had with them, and you're still waiting for this person to tell you what they want to do, but yet still no answer. See, I said some of you may possibly be going through a divorce, separation, something like that. Here we go. Someone's still going through a divorce, waiting for things to be divided up, waiting for assets and things like that to be resolved, and yet still sitting, still waiting. Okay. But yeah. some of you that are off work, like maybe you took like a leave or something like that, this also could represent maybe you thinking about going back to work. I feel like in the future, someone's partner is going to give them the offer that you can stay home, okay, and be a stay at home partner, or you can go to work. That's in the future though. Yeah, because some of you guys actually may end up becoming pregnant in the future, which would make sense why someone would give that option, okay? Now, whenever it comes to health. All right. So with the health card, of course, some of you guys are definitely getting to a better spot whenever it comes to healing. Some of you are having issues, without a doubt. I get digestive, but also I really get is it called Alzheimer's? Alzheimer's, all time? I don't know, dang it. So maybe some of you guys are dealing with like a parent or a grandparent that is dealing with Alzheimer's, but also I do feel like some of you are having issues whenever it pertains to your memory. It seems like you're starting to be a lot more forgetful of things, okay? But I'm also getting the word revolving around some type of treatment, and I don't know why behind her. I feel like that's garlic or mushroom. So maybe some of you guys will be incorporating that more into your diet during this month. Some of you guys may actually be getting a dietitian because, like I said before, some of you actually may be trying to lose weight, especially whenever it pertains to your midsection, or maybe even whenever it comes to your back, like if maybe you have, back fat or something like that. But another thing as well, some of you that have newborn babies, I get the word colic. Is that like, I don't know what that is. So some of you should be very mindful if you have newborns or, babies that are pretty young, be very mindful of that. But also I do see as energy here, some of you are trying to nurture some type of cough that you're having, a lot of phlegm, a lot of mucus build up, okay? Some of you, this could possibly just be allergies, okay? But let me clarify the star. We also have 8. Some of you need to definitely be very mindful of heat stroke. I already talked about some of you will be getting back into like sports or hobbies, but heat stroke could be possible during this time. And I also would say be careful of dehydration, okay? I ain't gonna lie. Some of you Aquariuses are dealing with hemorrhoids. I ain't gonna lie, because I just said maybe I don't know, maybe some of you guys are dealing with blood in your stool, and you need to take your ass to the doctor if you're having blood in your stool. Like some shit you just don't need to sit on, okay? But let's see. Yeah, that makes sense. So some type of medical situation that you dealt with as a child. This may go all the way back to 7th grade or 11th grade. Some of you guys had some type of medical condition or medical situation that caused a problem in a sense whenever you were like in grade school or something like that. So it actually may be coming up again, okay? But also I see some of you are going to get tested, and that really just could be because there's some of you may be talking to somebody new, okay? Or I don't know, talking to somebody new, trying to talk to somebody new, whatever it is. So you could just possibly just be going to get tested. Or on the back end, some of you may be going to get tested because there may have been some type of slip up in the past, like before August, that someone may have possibly cheated or something. So you could be possibly going to get tested for that. Okay. That's just for a small few. All right. See, didn't I say something about babies? It came up again. Okay. But yeah, so I feel like some type of blood work needs to get done, or some type of blood work is getting done. I don't know if maybe some of you guys are actually thinking about getting some type of plastic surgery, but that could be where the blood work is coming from. And some of you need to be very mindful because I am getting something revolving around diabetes, things dealing with insulin. So, like I said things are getting better, but I feel like that's only because you're getting a better handle on things during this month, like going to the doctor, talking to dietitians, and see what you can do to go the more holistic route. So yes, that's good. So that's what I said, which is that's good for me. And if you're worried about having the money, I do feel like most of the stuff will end up getting covered through your insurance. Okay. So that's still great for you. Okay. Maybe some of you guys are switching over to a different insurance, so that probably will work out in your favor. Career, 8 of Wands. Okay. News coming in, quick progress, more progress whenever it comes to your career. But also another thing as well, we have the field of marketing. Some of you are putting yourself out there more whenever it pertains to like the world, or those of you that are looking for a job during this month of August. it seems like what you're probably going to end up finding is customer service, call center, sales, marketing, maybe possibly PR. Okay. But let's look at Eight of Wands. Some of you actually will be having to do some type of travel for the company that you're already in. It could be like some type of training, which would make sense. It could be some type of training that you may have to do at a distance. Okay. Some of you are being transitioned over to work at home, because I don't know why I see like someone putting like fixing lines or putting lines or something like that together. Let's see. Clarify the Eight of Wands. Okay, yep. So that's what I said. Those of you already in a job, I do feel like you're going to stay at least 3 years. So I feel like you probably shouldn't look for any major changes in terms of going to a brand new company. And there could be things coming up about new positions coming open, things of that nature. Some of you are maybe in the medical field, in the field of healing, acupuncture, massage therapist, chiropractor, possibly some of you guys, or maybe some of you need to go to the chiropractor. But yes, this is like being at peace. This is resting. Even for those of you that may have difficulty finding a job, there will be some type of relief that will come in by the third week of this month that will take you into the month of September, or this could carry you over maybe for like the next 4 weeks or 4 months, depending on how much it is. Okay, so I really don't see you needing to really worry a lot about your career. Of course, you're going to worry, but I feel like I said, something will come through that will help you out, and it will take some of the burden off of you. So, good for you. I'm trying to see what else is coming through whenever it comes to career. Those of you that are having issues whenever it comes to retaining things, or like having issues whenever it comes to remembering things, try those little games that you can get on your phone, like the crosswords and Sudoku and things of that nature. Things that require you to think really quickly. I feel like that will probably help. Like, I don't know what muscle that will be that you have to exercise with that. I don't know. I ain't a doctor. I ain't go to medical school. Okay. But anyway, so yeah, Aquarius, this has been your reading for August. Okay. Hope it helped, and see you later.